Welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I am Marnell. Thank you for joining me today. I am joining Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming's Thrifty Thursday open collaboration, and also the Thrifty Canucks that was introduced by Kim Newberg a week or two ago. So today I found mostly fabric and sewing notions and just a couple of books, not a lot. So I bought this bag with all these iron-on or sew-on badges, which this isn't the reason why I bought the bag, but I am pretty sure I can use this somewhere in my book. It's Water Safety British Columbia Fitness Awards. So it must have been like water safety courses and awards that somebody won. Diving instructor. Anyway, lots of those. But the reason why I bought this bag was for this needle book. And it's in perfect condition. There's a couple of needles gone, but I mean, I don't want the needles in there. I just love this book. It has the cute little kittens on both sides. It's best made needles, and there's no barcode or date on here, so I don't have any idea how old it is. It says Japan, so it must have been made in Japan if you look over there. So I don't know how old it is, but I do love this. Then I found this vintage ribbon, and it is a gorgeous soft rose pink, and it has some shimmer in it, but it's not a satin ribbon. It feels amazing, like it's just beautiful. And I don't know how old this is. There's no brand name or anything on it, but if you look at the packaging, it does look pretty old. Definitely vintage, I would say. And then I found two bags with buttons in them. They were all on the button cards, and that's the main reason I don't necessarily want all of these buttons or would use them in my junk journals, but I did want the button cards. Look at this one. It is Judy's Fashions, and this is flat enough that I can just add it into a pocket in a junk journal. Then this is it Lady Fashions? Maybe that's what it says, Lady Fashions. This button is obviously too bulky to use in my junk journals, but I'll take it off. Maybe sew other flat buttons on there and use the card and decorate it. And this one is just pop. And then look at this. It's so adorable. Red animal eyes, movable eyes. Googly eyes, my kids would call them. But look at the packaging, and there's two smaller and bigger eyes. And then this is obviously newer buttons, but it's very bulky. I could use this on a ball pen and add it as a dangle maybe, and this newer card I will tea stain or coffee stain to and age it a bit. And this one is just absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's also Lady Fashions, but definitely way older. And then there's two of these style-like buttons. This button I wouldn't use in a journal either, but definitely the cards. And then this Newport of Canada, it probably came with a garment or a shirt to fix your shirt with the thread, but I love it. Even the back is pretty. And then this one says newest. I can't read buttons because it's cut out there, but also old and very nice. I would definitely use that. Another lady buttons and a newer lady fashion. Look at this one, DeLong. It was 10 cents for the snaps, and there's no barcode and no date. It just said made Philadelphia, USA. Oh, copyright 1941. I don't know if that's how old this button card is, but I love it. This one. All of these are just beautiful. That one I will use, even if it doesn't have buttons on there. Oh, and look at this one, the Canadian Red Cross Society, 1968. Water safety beginner. And then this really old rusty button, and another small needle book. More. Oh, and look at these adorable bow buttons. We'll definitely use that as a charm as well. And here, these are Modelo. Don't know that. Oh, and these Newies wool framed hooks and eisen hooks. I love this. And then another one that was probably on a garment to fix. Extra buttons. This is a newer card as well. Oh, and this one, obviously I won't be using this button in my journals, but I do like the little card. Look at this. This is just, I love these buttons. They're so beautiful. And another ladies fashion, and Dritz eyelets. Dritz eyelets. On the back says copyright 1951. Love this. And another one of these hooks and eyes. This one is torn, but I will use it. Oh, and look at this one. This one is made in England, but no date. But this is flat enough that I would definitely be able to just tuck this in a pocket. Oh, and look at these. These buttons are absolutely adorable. And it says, oh, New Vet. I think it's French. Beautiful. And another. Oh, and there was this cute blue button just floating around the bag. I just love it. And then this was in there as well. And it has like shell buttons. On the back it looks like a shell. And it's kind of turquoise. It's just beautiful. There's quite a bit of them in here. And then we'll move on to the fabrics. I'll have to start making fabric journal covers because I found quite a bit of fabrics. So these were in bags, and they obviously came from a sample book, Burlington House, but just beautiful. This is a beautiful blue color and with gold threads around. I love that. And then this one is more also Burlington House, and it has some roses and also some bit of shine to the fabric. I think this is the same design, just a different color. And then this one is beautiful too. I don't know, yeah, it does. It's satiny, and then it has this flower, almost like embossed flower on there, gold color. Oh, and this one is beautiful. I love this one. This is more like a cottony fabric. And where can I put this? With these beautiful, beautiful roses. I just love this. This one is a sagey green with almost like a lily embossed effect on there. I would say this was probably for curtains. It's not an upholstery fabric, or maybe you could have used that for it. And then this one, also some flowers and some shine to it. Kind of This one is also Burlington House. I think they were, but it says Amity Collection, mattress fabrics. And this one has roses, very soft pastels, and also shiny. This one is the same pattern but just in blue. And this is beautiful. It's almost like a cotton back and then with embossed leaves on it. Tone on tone fabric. This one is the shiny, almost satin fabric with a swirl on it. It's a beautiful grayish blue. And this is another sage pink. This one says Thriftex. Must be a different company, but it has like textured fabric with leaves, almost looks embossed. And then this white one, I'm not sure, I think this is the back and this is the front. It's same thing, that excuse me, satiny fabric with an embossed leaf. And this one is almost look like it was quilted. It gives you that idea of a quilted fabric, also Burlington House. And this is white with kind of a matte background. Let's see, yeah, this is the matte background with shiny flowers on there that also looks embossed. And this one is beige with swirls. I think it's the same as that grayish fabric. And this one has, it almost looks like a fern leaf on the beige. That's all the fabric samples that I've found. And this was in a baggie as well, and I thought I'll take a chance because it's quilted fabrics. It might be a little bit too bright for me, but I will, this one's not too bad, but these are very bright. I think I'll just coffee dye them. Let me just flip them over. So all of these purple blocks, maybe if I coffee dye them I can tone it down a little bit and make it feel more vintage. And then this with the crazy birds on it, and this one has dogs on it. And then these are very bright. I definitely need to do something with this if I want to use it in my junk journals, or maybe I will use it for slow stitching and cut it up. Don't know yet, but I thought I'll take a chance. And then I found this beautiful peachy, it must have been somebody made a tablecloth because it has the lace all around and it's sewn on. But it's this beautiful peachy, very soft lace, and lots of it. And this is the pattern on, and that's the edges with the lace sewn on. And this one is, it kind of looks like vintage advertisements, and I love the colors. I might put this, a small piece in coffee as well, just to see if I can make it look a little bit more vintage, because I don't think this is a vintage fabric. There's a needle that must have come in. Then I found this toile fabric, and it has this, it's the same design, and I found it in this blue and also in the black. I love toile, so I definitely will use this. This is nice and thin. You can even use this inside your journals because it won't bulk it up. And this one is like a tie-dyed or batik kind of fabric, blue and white. This is my favorite blue. And it is a huge piece and just totally beautiful. this was, I think this was definitely a sari, because it's sewn like this. Oh, sorry, I hit the light. No, it's kind of like, I don't know what this was, but it has these beautiful flowers in white and in gold. Love that. I will definitely use that. And then these three kind of, I thought they'll go together. So this is just a soft, I don't think it's silk, but a very soft matte semi-shine to it. And then this has a beautiful like pattern on here, and then the polka dots on this side. But let me just put this on the white table so you can see this. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting stuff today. This pattern, I think it's beautiful. And then I found this. I love the background color. The flowers are kind of weird, I think, but I thought if I do make this into a cover, I would slow stitch around the circle so it would kind of look like a flower. Can definitely use that. And this was a table runner. It is vintage. It kind of reminds me of the fabric that was on my grandmother's couch when we were growing up. It had the same color scheme and the fabric on her couch. But I do love this. It's thick, and it's already, it has a lining on the back, so it would be easy to change this into a cover. And then another toile. This one is blue on like a buttery yellow fabric background. I do love this. I'll definitely use this. I don't know if there's no selvage with a name on it. I don't know what brand of fabric this is, and this is totally beautiful. This must have been curtain fabric as well. It's thicker than just a cotton, but it has this beautiful pattern on there that almost reminds me of vintage wallpaper, and it's this beautiful sage soft green. This one is absolutely beautiful too. Let's see, it's from Western Textiles, crafted with pride in the USA, and it is a soft yellow, soft greens and soft pinks, and it looks like a lilac on here. But this would make a beautiful cover too, and even for slow stitching in some of these flowers would be beautiful. And this is upholstery fabric. Also no brand in here. Let me remove that. The beautiful colors and nice thick fabric that I can use this as a soft cover for a journal. And then the last piece of fabric is this beautiful tone on tone again. It almost looks like it's it's fabric and then covered with lace, but it's just the fabric, and it's this champagne color, bit shimmery with some golden threads in there too. So the last thing that I found were some books. So I found this cooking book. It's the Quick Reference Index. It's coming apart, the Culinary Encyclopedia Cookbook, and the spine is in very bad shape, but I hope I can save that somehow, and it needs to be cleaned up for sure. And Then on the inside, look at these pictures. I love it when the colors fade like this. It's just beautiful. And look at this. I think this is beautiful. Let's see if we can find a date. 1950. And it has those, like almost like a lot of dictionaries have these indents if you want to look something up. And it has black and white photos. I don't think there's any, but look at the, bring that down, look at the on up there, each of them has a different illustration, like for lunch or supper menus, but only black and, oh, there is some color in here. Mostly black and white photos. And these blue photos, what are these about? Anyway. And there is some handwritten notes in here and some stains. Book was obviously used and loved. The other cookbook I found was this one, Woman's Home Companion Cookbook, and I love the spine and the back. It needs to be cleaned up, and the front, and I will not change this if I use this as a junk journal. I just think it's beautiful. The simplicity of it makes it beautiful. And then it is 1955 Collier books. I can't remember that there was a lot of photos in here. Oh, there. That's beautiful. And handwritten notes. Somebody used this book. Black and white photos. Let's see if there's more color. Yes, there is more color photos. What's this one? 1955. And then this one is the gourmet menu book. I love this cover. Look at the gold, and it's all embossed, and the spine is beautiful. The back is just plain green, but it's this forest green, and then it has lots of illustrations, just kind of black with the, oh, and there is color, but look at the first couple of pages, all look like this. Let's see, there's a photo, and then you go into the recipes, and they, now and then they have these small little illustrations in there, more colored photos, but a beautiful, beautiful cookbook. Let's see, I forgot to look at the date. Did I look at the date? When 1969. 1969. And then last is this huge dictionary. Look at the spine. It's huge. This one has some water damage, and I did clean it up with some rag and alcohol, but it's coming apart. The inside is beautiful. I think it's a Webster's dictionary, an American English language, that's all it says, but, an introductionary. Let's see, date, we need a date. There's no date. Oh, well, it says 1890, but I don't know if it probably is possible because the book, if you look at it, it's really old. So if any of you know anything about this, if it's 1890, please let me know. But it is huge. I think if you own this dictionary, you don't need another one. Let's see how many pages are in here. Oh, that's the last page. It's coming apart. It's 1,513 pages in this book. Yeah, so the book is coming apart, but I couldn't resist, even with the bit of mold on here. But I think I did get most of the, if there was still, because she said she already cleaned it as well. I just wanted to clean it again. So thank you for joining me today. Please go to Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming and Kim Newberg's channel to see. They have the list in their description box of all the people joining in this collaboration, and I will link their channels below, and you can go and check everybody out. I love watching these thrift hauls every week. So yes, and thank you for joining me today and going through all the fabrics I found and a couple of books. I'm very happy with what I found this week. And please like and subscribe and leave a message in the description box. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye.